Madam, it's a really great pleasure to be with you in Warsaw Security Forum and to talk about the Romanian defense projects. What are the top priorities of the Romanian defense modernizing right now?
Thank you very much for the question. I'm really delighted to be in Warsaw for the Warsaw Security Forum first. And like always, I'm delighted to be in Warsaw. You are great strategic partners, and Romania and Poland and Romania are the front runners on the eastern flank. And we have to stay shoulder by shoulder this time. Because we need to consolidate our deterrence and defense posture here on the eastern flank. Top priorities for Ministry of Defense. I'd like to say first that this year we published a white book on defense in which we included all priorities, the guidelines, missions for our forces, and also budgetary resources there. 2% out of GDP for defense. I think this is the most important thing. We are amongst the relevant examples in the alliance, a country which is allotting 2%. We are already in the fifth year. We have a political agreement to allocate this percentage for a decade up to 2027, so very much determined to continue on this line. We have to decrease the delta that existed when the defense sector was financed. I think in Poland the situation was the same, and we focused very much on trying to diminish this delta, and this means focusing on state-of-the-art capabilities in defense: Patriot, HIMARS, F-16, Piranha 5, many programs.
And helicopters.
And also,
almost everybody, sorry for interruption, but almost everybody are going to ask you about how is going on with the helicopters produced or assembled in Poland, which could be possibly used in Romania.
So we are very much analyzing a couple of options for this field. Again, we are prioritizing the investments since even this 2% is not, too much extended percentage for defense. And I should add to the capabilities, human resources, which is very important, also innovation and resilience. These are amongst the priorities at the level of the Ministry of Defense right now.
And what about the Navy? Romania is also situated on the Black Sea. What is the situation for the Romanian Navy?
Yes, we are very much, determined also to increase and to procure high state-of-the-art capabilities for our naval forces. Maybe our naval forces held the command of Operation Sea Guardian very recently. They are now taking part in EU Operation Irene. So very active participation in NATO and EU also. We are talking about procurement of corvettes. Maybe very well the status. We are in the final stage with signing of the contract. We hope for good, and we are still on the positive side on this.
Thank you very much. And what about the Air Force?
Air Force, 17 F-16. We just celebrated a couple of days ago the arrival of the first F-16s 5 years ago. I remember very well back in 2016. We are, progressing very well with training the pilots.
I do remember the Lancers period yet in Romania. Right now you have F-16.
Yes, and by the way, you mentioned the air forces. We are very much glad that the air policing in Romania, the NATO assurance measure related to air policing, is progressing very well. We have Canadians right now with CF-188 Hornet. We had the British Royal Air Forces, we had the Italian, Spanish, and of course we have a very important land presence. I could say a permanent one because it's on rotational basis, but it's a constant, persistent presence, if you like, of Polish forces in Romania, and we are contributing to the battle group in Poland, and we are really very proud of.
Thank you very much, and I wish you success in you modernizing your forces, and I wish you also the safe and stable situation over the Black Sea. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.